Howdy, we're back playing Sword and Sorcery. This time we're on Quest 7, The Fang's Right. The Orc Shaman halts the party near the Orc Fortress, drawing blood from his own hand with a black-bladed knife. He lets it dip into the small of a bowl, mixing it with strange components. Ogrim is my name, he says, and in you I place my faith to avert a war between my people and yours. The spell I am casting will make you appear as orcs, and since the other shamans are blinded by the king's fury, no one will see through your disguise. Whatever happens, let me do the talking, and do not draw your weapons unless I command. For the ground, black, eldritch tendrils of magical energy envelop the heroes. When the spell is completed, they appear to be a group of orcs moving towards the camp. Play Story Event 1 indicated on the map. During the quest setup, remove Follower, Regeneration, and Swiftness cards from the deck. So enemy power deck's going to be a little bit different. It's not going to have Regeneration, Swiftness, or Follower. I really don't like Follower, so that's good. I'm not sure if these are the weaker or the stronger powers. Enemy discard pile. When the enemy deck is empty, do not shuffle the enemy discard pile unless resurrected. Each enemy can only spawn once during this quest. Event deck. Ignore the spawn effects on all event cards. Day, no additional effects. Night, no additional effects. Quest fails if the last event card is discarded or all heroes are in Ghost Souls. Go to 7-11. Alright, we're all set up. One thing of interest I wanted to go ahead and let y'all know. Yes, this girl's level 4, and she has her 3 powers and her talent, but because I'm wearing Elven Plate, if equipped at the beginning of a quest, +1 skill. The +1 skill I chose is Marksman. Your next bow attack inflicts an extra lightning bolt. That's at rank 1. Or at rank 4, for a timer of 2, we get 1 extra damage and a lightning, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to be using that heavily. And for camaraderie, it's always my tank buddy. Alright, so we're ready to get started. Of course, the first character I'm moving is going to be the tank. Boom. We are here. And now we get to go read what it wants us to do. For waypoint 1, it's 7-1. As the heroes approach the gate with Ogrim, 2 huge sentinels glance at one another before crossing their massive war axes to block the path, although with half-hearted conviction. I am Orgrin, Elder Shaman, God's voice in our land. I will speak to the king. If you stop me, you will pay. The words are growled by Orgrim, are more than enough to convince the guards to lift their weapons and let the party through the gate toward the cave where the Orc King dwells. Story Event 1. Remove waypoint 1 from the quest. That was pretty easy. My guy has a total of 3 movements, so let's keep going. Waypoint 2. Stop there, Shaman! A thundering voice belongs to a massive orc named Yayab. Ogrim, after you were banished by the king, some orc cowards fled our lands. Are these the ones that walk with you now? Amzig remembers the smell all too well, since he gutted one attempting to scale the wall. Osmic, come, sniff! A spirited-eyed gremlin jumps forward, circling around the heroes, sniffing the air. Remove waypoint 2 from the quest. The active hero must roll a blue die. If a shield is rolled, go to 7.5, otherwise 7.6. I'm going to guess a shield is what we want. So I might use my reroll for my cleric. Let's see. Oh, I remember I forged a lot of stuff last time, so I got lots of forged stuff. This guy has a shield because I forged his armor, because a cleric dies a lot, to have an extra shield. Come on. Not a shield. we're going to use the reroll. I would really like to pass this save. Yeah! So I use my reroll. And let's just double check my reroll card to make sure I can. Once per round, target hero may reroll 1 die per soul rank divided by 2. Huh. I could reroll 2 dice now. I'm going to have to remember that. I haven't been using that well enough. 7-5. Ogrim breaks in, lifting his hand, which is surrounded by black magical tendrils, and waving it before the orc and gremlin. These are not the orcs you were looking for. The two creatures look puzzled, and then decide that these are not the orcs they are looking for. That's funny. They leave the room, clearing the way for the heroes to move to the King's Hall. The party gains 3 soul shards. I'm glad I rerolled that. Let's grab some more soul shards. It looks like this is going to go pretty quick. Maybe something else is going to happen, but we're moving along at a very good clip and not having to fight anything. So I'm fairly excited. Alright. Let's look at what's next. So I've moved 1, 2, 3, dash, 1, 2, 3, dash, 1, 2, 3, 4, because I have my +1 movement from intense training. And we're going to go ahead and move to 5. Alright. And there's a division. It looks like there's 2 X's, so this is 5. And that's going to be another movement that we're going to need. Alright. Our turn's up. We need the event deck. Did I build the event deck? I think I built it the other night. Let's see. There should be 6 cards in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This should be the event deck. And when I pull it, card 14 is supposed to be on top. So let's see. 14, Lost Treasure. I get to place a treasure card in the active heroes area. So right there. That's cool. Time comes around. We get our reroll back. And we're ready to move forward. So the first person that's going to move is always our tank. 1, 2, 3, dash. Story event 1. Read and apply the effects of story event 1. So hopefully this is going to tell us how we get that key. As the heroes approach the gate with Ogrim, 2 huge sentinels glance at one another before crossing their massive war axes to block the path. Although, with half-hearted conviction... Oh, hold on. I've read that. Story event 7-3. The heroes walk through the caverns, decorated with huge statues of weird, unearthly spirits, and enter the king's war hall. The huge dome rock is lit by a ring of iron braziers. They cast a fiery light over a large troll skull, which lies in front of the throne of bone and iron, the Orc King's seat of power. The floor is littered with gems, coins, and other treasures, especially near the throne. When Ogrim enters the room, the king stares in rage, and then growls. "What do you seek here, Forsaken? I have spared your miserable life once, because you served the clans. I will not be so merciful again." Ogrim allows the cloak to fall to the floor and raises to his full stature. His hands grasp the air as he summons black tendrils of powers. His firm and loud voice speaks to the king, the shamans, and the guards. I, Ogrim, the chosen one, challenge the crown of fangs. The orcs that follow me are my companions, to fight against your puny guards, as commanded by the right of the Fang. When we win, you will fight against them in a circle of blood. When they win, you will fight against them in a circle of blood and stone. The king laughs in reply, his tusk gleaming in the light. He lifts his hands and speaks. So be it, Forsaken. Let us see what you can do. Guards! You fight for the crown. The heroes step into the circle. Step into the circle. The fight for crown is about to begin. Play story event 1 revealed side up on the event deck. That's nice. Oh, this should still be on top. Okay, so we have a lot of turns. This is going to be nice. Event card on the event deck. Move all heroes and champions to either location A or B. Each hero may decide. Locations A or B. A. Everybody's going A. Place a green orc, not a green, in location C. Green orcs are okay. They're not the ones that are really super scary. In location C. Wait, let's see. This doesn't have a hindrance, so yeah, I do like that area. If there are more than 3 heroes, place a green orc on location D. Place a normal blue orc on location D. I gotta pull cards for these guys in a little bit. Let's keep going. If there are more than 3 heroes, place a blue. Assign an additional enemy power to all that were just spawned. Skip the remaining turns of this round and proceed with the event phase. Resume play until there are no more orc warriors. What? The round's done. Okay. Story event 1 goes away. That treasure card's over here. We never grabbed it. Alright. So that happened. Event phase. We all have our rerolls ready. We need the cards for the blue orc and the green orc. The green one gets assigned to the tank, so it'll go right here. Let's go ahead and find his enemy card. This is just the normal green orc. We'll see if he gets a power. He does not, but he gets an extra power. So all attacks against this enemy cause 1 less damage. That's not too scary. Hopefully they're not saving the scary one for the blue orc. And this guy has no charges because he doesn't have any powers. The blue orc has a charge for his rage, which I hate rage. Yeah. Now let's go pull the blue orc. The single blue orc has no enemy power, but everybody gets an extra power plus 1 armor. A little annoying, but we can deal. I don't know who I'm going after first. 1, 2, 3, dash, fight, but that would leave this guy open to come attack other people. So maybe we should just Zerg this guy. Who knows? Alright. Let's keep moving forward. Resume play until the orcs are dead. And then go to 7-4. So it's our turn, and I have to figure out how I want to kill these guys. I think my witch hunter should be able to solo this guy. But I don't want to get dead and be wrong. So I guess I will activate my tank first. 1, 2, 3, dash. And I can do 2 things per turn, so I can focus my attack. I can do everything I want. Cool. So I'm going to attack this big blue orc. So we're going to count up everything I get. My weapon does 1. It is focused. That's another 1. Yeah, we tie for the area because we both count as 2 models. I roll my attack. Looks like I get a lot of hits. But I'd really want a double lightning. So he's going to let me reroll 3 divided by 2, so 1.5, rounded up, going for lightning. So I'm rerolling 2 dice. Didn't get a lightning, so that didn't help. And I wasted my reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But with lightning and star, I can ignore armor. He's got 2 armor, so I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage to him. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 6 damage to this orc. So he takes 6. With a free action, I will attack with my shield. My shield has been forged, so it's +1. And it's a blue die and a red die. Perform an attack with the shield, lightning bolts a KO. And this goes down for 1 turn. I do 2 damage, but he's not KO'd, so he absorbs it. My turn is done. Now we have to pull an encounter. Activate all engaged enemies. Okay, not so bad. Except this blue orc hits like a freight train. We tie the area, so his normal attack is 2 damage, plus what he rolls, and the lightning bolts a KO. So 4 damage coming in. I tank 2 automatically. I roll 2 defense dice, and looks like I'm taking 2 damage. Now he attacks hard. Now he has that same bonus of, what was it, +1? Okay, that's the 2 damage. Then his next attack inflicts 3 damage and a crit. The crit is going to be KO. So now I can't use my armor. That's going to suck. So lightning bolts a KO, so that's actually good that he rolled that. So that's 3 damage. I'm KO'd. And I get to roll 3 defense dice. We're all good. It's back to our turn. I don't know if it's worth it to put down, this guy uses his battle rage already, so we're happy. I don't know if it's worth it to put this guy down or if we should just kill this one. I think I'm going to go with trying to kill the green one. So I'm moving my Witch Hunter. 1, 2. I'm going to attack. And when I attack, I use 2 reds, 3 blues. And I'm going to use this thing that you can use once per round. Star is a KO. The weapon automatically does 2. I focus, so now it's at 3. We don't dominate, so I don't get any more bonuses. That's pretty okay. Not a super good hit, because I don't need all that lightning, because I'm going to KO with the bash. First, let's apply the KO. He's KO'd, but he gets an extra shield because he hasn't moved from shield wall. Now that he's KO'd, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll make it 7 with the lightning bolt. So I'm doing 7 damage, and he's going to shield, -1, because that's his enemy power. So, and he has a shield. No, he has a shield rolled automatically, but he doesn't get to use his armor, so he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Almost enough to kill him. Which I'm pretty sure he's still going down, because now we're using our crossbow. We're going to use our, if you hit with the whip and you KO, you get to use a bow attack. That goes on cooldown for 1, and we're also going to use this attack inflicts an extra damage and lightning bolt. And that goes on cooldown for 2 turns. Alright, so the crossbow is 2 damage. And yeah, the crossbow is 2 damage, but it inflicts an extra damage because of the power I used. And it rolls 1 red, which is a hit, so it's 4 damage. And the lightning bolt can't be used for... Oh, it inflicted an extra lightning bolt, so it's going to be a critical. So 2 lightning bolts make it a crit. That crit is KO, which... Why do I keep drawing KO? He's already KO'd. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. He only takes 1 off, then he's kaput. Because I only needed 1 more damage to kill him. He drops a soul shard on the ground, which we like. So now we're at 10. He drops 10 coins on the ground, which I pick up. He's off the map. He is discarded. His enemy power is gone. And I'm feeling pretty good. The Witch Hunter does so much DPS. I love it. Now, bad guys go. Activate all squiggle enemies. So, the tanks. This guy's going to attack again, but this time it's just War Axes. And it looks like KO, which I'm already KO'd. 3 damage. Wait. It does 2. He dominates. 4 damage and a KO. Not so bad. 4 damage and a KO. That means I get to roll all 4 of my defense dice and we hope. That was a terrible roll. Looks like I'm taking 3 damage. Because I'm going to use a lightning bolt for a shield. Alright, well, we'll make it through this. This isn't the end of the world. We're ripping these guys apart. I may have taken a little bit of damage, but we're going to get through. Cleric's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I had to use my dash. Kind of want to heal this guy. So I think I'm going to cast heal using an action. Let's see how much I can heal. Oh yeah, we'll cast heal for 4 HP. And that'll take me down to having 1 health. But now I don't have an extra action. So now I'm going to roll on this guy with, I think, 2 reds, 2 blues. Nope, 1 red, 3 blues. And we're going to hope that we do decently well. Okay, that was not a super good roll. 2 lightning bolts. I can stun him. Then I did 1, 2 damage. 1 from the weapon. We didn't dominate. That was a really bad roll. So 1 from the weapon. 1 from the roll. That's 2 damage. He has 2 armor. He shakes it off. Ha ha ha! Puny humans. Alright, now we draw for enemies. Activate all enemies at a state of full health. Otherwise, all enemies use their power. Activate this enemy. That's his power. He didn't take damage, so I didn't have to give him another charge. And he wants to attack the tank. So he attacks the tank. 3 damage. He KO'd me. 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage, because he dominates. I shield 3 of it. I take 1. The round ends. And this card goes away. During the time phase, I get back my charge. I heal 1 from Troll Ring. This rotates. This flips. This rotates. This flips. I really don't know who to activate. My Witch Hunter could easily put this guy down, but I hate losing all that DPS. Because if something else spawns, I would like her to be ready. So I guess I'm going to activate the tank. The tank gets up. Now, the tank's going to attack with his 2 reds and 2 blues. He will focus it, attack, focus. We don't dominate. Let's just hope for a decent roll. That's a decent roll. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lightning Star. I'm going to ignore armor, so his armor doesn't matter. So he just takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. He's dead. So he's off the map. And he gives 2 soul shards. Need 2 more of these. Might as well change those 5 out there. That should take me to 12. Alright. Soon I'll be able to level my warrior or my priest to level 4. This guy goes away. He also dropped 10 coins. Let's double check that. Yep, 10. I pick those up. I still have movement. I could still move if I want to. So, let's figure out what the event is. 3. After we finally kill those guys, go to 7-4. Pure rage flows through the king's veins as he looks upon the defeated guards. The corrupted magic that possesses him visibly empowers his muscles and burns his eyes to 2 red embers. His face warps into an uncontrolled wrath, and he screams, "I will fight! I will slay your champions! I will gut their bodies! I will drink their blood! I will place their fangs on my crown, as I have done with many others before. But you, Ogrim, your presence is an insult to our god. Guards, take him to the dungeon. Know this, Ogrim, when your champions lay dying on the floor, your flesh will feed my gremlins." Yet before the guards grasp Ogrim, the shaman conjures a weapon and speaks to the heroes one last time. "This is for you. You have been chosen by our god as champion of the orcs. As orcs you shall fight. As orcs you shall win. Defeat the orc king. You shall avert this meaningless war. Draw a random soul shard weapon." Okay. Draw a random soul shard weapon and assign it to any hero in play decided by the players. If the weapon cannot be equipped by anyone in the party, discard it and draw a new one. Draw a new one until a suitable one is drawn. And I believe the soul shard weapons are the ones from the treasure deck. Soul shard weapons. I gotta look it up. I gotta look up what a soul shard weapon is. I know an artifact comes from the deck. Maybe when I was supposed to draw a soul shard weapon, maybe that's not a soul shard. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Because there are cards in here that are for quests. So a soul weapon might be one of the special ones from the town. So let me see if I can find out soul shard weapons. Powers, game effects, enemies, game sequence, heroes, activities, powers. Equipment item, weapons, 29. They might be the quest reward cards. So they might be from the town's inventory. Equipment from the Emporium, back, consumable, medium. Soul weapons. A soul weapon is one of the ones from the town, the Gleaming Mirrors. So I don't know if I did that right last time, but let me go pull all the soul weapons from town. Mirror, glacial, blade, scepter. I think there's only 3. So those are the soul shard weapons. And now I mix these up randomly with my eyes closed and then just drop one. Looking away. That. Whew, it's not the mirror. I didn't really want the mirror. Okay. 1x soul rank divided by 2, stun, -1 armor, glacial blade, exotic, can be used by melee DPS or tank. The only person that could use this is this guy. It's going to be 3 reds, and it has stun, which is nice. and -1 armor for a lightning bolt, but stuns the sword and sorcery symbol. Not sure if this is better than that. If I pay to upgrade it, 2 lightning bolts is ignore armor, which is pretty nice. Alright, and I believe we have this, and I think you can upgrade it for 1 attack, which is lame. 3 reds and a blue. No, wait, that's not 3 reds and a blue. That would be 2 reds. 2 reds isn't that powerful because I'm level 3. I'm going to keep this in my bag because I'm not sure I'm ever going to use it. We'll see. Alright, let's move on. I know what a soul weapon is now. Alright. Move all heroes and champions to either A or B. Place the purple king offense scroll side up in the dog area. Well, gremlin area. I know it's not the dog area. You need to grab the purple king, and I think we're fighting a boss now, and I have no idea how to fight a boss. Where's the purple orc? Alright, I'm going to have to pause the video at this point to go figure out how boss fights work, because I wasn't sure we were going to be fighting one. Alright, we're back. I've read up on the boss, and he has Vengeful, so he wants to attack the person with the Menace token. So right now he wants to attack the tank. How this works is he's going to go attack the tank. Like, he would want to attack the tank. But when somebody else hits the boss, let's say it's at a 2. If he takes damage from somebody else, it goes to a 1. This guy's less menacing. Then let's say somebody else damages him again. This token will leave and go to somebody else. He basically wants to attack who's dealing damage to him. Now, one thing people can do, a hero within line of sight of the master can provoke the enemy by spending 1 action to voluntarily increase the menace token from 1 to 2. So that way the tank can keep taunting him. If any other heroes deals at least 1 to the master enemy power, we lower it by 1. And if it's already at a 1, it moves to the person who did damage. So we would hate for this to go to our witch hunter. So we got to be very careful about that. Any hero in line can provoke the enemy. Increase the menace from 1 to 2. If you provoke an enemy and you're not the person, it would decrease it. Taunt. The taunt power will transfer this back to me, making me the preferred target. So taunt's going to be very important for this. Hopefully my guy can withstand the hits. We're going to be healing him a whole lot. Alright, what's next? If he dies, we have to move the token around. There's like little behavior rules, but he wants to attack the person with the menace token. And I know I'm the person with the menace token. This guy, let's see how many models he counts at. He counts as 3 models for dominating/controlling an area. Let's see if any of these attacks are AoE. I don't think any of these attacks are AoE. That guy at range 3 attacked twice with Winter's Bow. At range 0, Winter's Bow, critical, slow. I really hate slow. Move to engage 1 to 2, and he'll attack with Twin Axe. And he would dominate the area if he were fighting my tank. But I think that's okay. All I did was attack on my tank. I used a free action. I used a focus. So I'm going to move forward with my tank and let him come to me. And then I'm going to use my second action to increase my menace token, because I can't attack this turn. Oh, I would have to dash. Do I have 2 action? Oh, I only have 1 action. So I guess I'm going to leave this at a 1. Move 1. I'm going to have this person move here. So this is dangerous. I will use a dash to get out of that cell so we can at least move this guy towards us. Because I can't get to him. I could increase the menace, but then he's just going to pop me with bows. I guess that might be the best. Let him pop me with bows, and then we'll just stand by him and beat him up. 1, 2, 3. Earlier when I moved into the cell, I couldn't have done that with my 2 characters on that other turn. So I did make a significant mistake when we were fighting this. It might have taken me 1 more turn to finish this all out, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I wouldn't have been able to get to this cell with my cleric and my warrior. Just so y'all know. But we're going ahead, we're moving forward. Little mistakes happen. I think what I'm going to do is increase my menace token. So that's my turn. I increase my menace token. Now we pull enemies. Glacial Strike, Blood Rage. Each time he gains +1 damage to end of time phase defensive stance. At any round, this enemy counts as 3 models. Double Bow, he has a power double bow. So let me put a charge on him and see how this stuff works. Attack with Twin Axe. This attack inflicts area. So hold on. Oh, double blow. Okay. I think we're good. We're going to stay right here, and I increase my menace so that somebody can do damage to him. Alright. Now it doesn't say he activates automatically. Let me double check the rules just to make sure there's nothing weird about that. I would assume Master should activate every time. Says they're ignore stuns. I guess we just draw an activation card. So usually it'll be activate an enemy. Activate all purple enemies. So I guess this does happen. So we activate a purple enemy. He's going to, at range plus 1, 2, 3. So he's range 3 or 2. I need to count range here. I'm pretty sure 1, 2, 3. Because otherwise it would be weird. Okay, so range 3. Let's see what this guy does. It's an automatic 2 hits. So he's already doing 2. And he rolls 3 blues. This is all on my tank. I'm good. Oh, I didn't even need to roll that many. Because it's 3 damage. Oh, that's his attack. Okay, so 2 damage automatically. I absorb 2. We're good. He attacks again with Winter Bow. This time he gets a star, so he slows me. It means I can do a whole lot less. I hate slow. And he's doing 3 damage. So I absorb 2, roll 1, get a lightning bolt, I tank it. The tank's amazing. Alright, now we're going to have to do something stupid. Because his turn's done. Our stupid thing is going to be to go up next to him and hit him hard. So, 1, 2, 3. This guy has 30 health. It's pretty scary. So, I'm attacking with my whip. I'm going to put him into defensive stance. So, I'm going to attack twice. Oh, sorry, attack with 2. I focus it We have all our charges for everything, and I'm going to roll everything I can at this guy, and we're going for a KO. He can be KO'd, so we're going to use our star power to KO him. And we're going to roll everything we have at this guy. So he is KO'd. I don't know if it's worth re-rolling that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage, a KO, 8 damage because of the extra lightning bolt. I don't think I'm going to waste my re-roll. So we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's KO'd. 8. But he's KO'd, so he can't use his armor. He just gets 1 blue die. Shield. So he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't get the 8. So he takes 7. That's a good start. And at the beginning of its activation, if it suffered 4 in this round, flip him to defensive. So he's not flipping to defensive yet. But this guy gets reduced to -1. He really wants to attack that Witch Hunter because he took some damage. The Witch Hunter is going to use the attack with a bow for free. Let's see, it'll definitely do a little bit of damage because he's KO'd. So we'll go for it. Attack with the bow. The bow is 2 hits. It's not focused. It looks like 1, 2, 3. And I will apply -1 shield. I can't do any. That's kind of lame. So it looks like I'm doing 3 damage to him. So he gets to roll 1 blue. He doesn't get anything. Takes 3. We've already done our first 10 to him. We take the Menace token and we move it to the Witch Hunter. I plan on taunting this off. Alright. That went pretty good. I'm not going to use my charge of can't be attacked this turn because I don't want to hit the cleric and I know the tank is going to taunt. So let me read the example of taunt again just to make sure that I will become the target. So there was an example. I don't know if he'll finish his activation on somebody or... Because I could have taunted when... No, I don't know. I may have to make him pick a different enemy. Okay, during the enemy turn, the troll targets somebody, but Icarus uses the innate ability Taunt to become the preferred victim yet again. The knight gains -1 token and attacks him instead. Okay, so as soon as he attacks the Witch Hunter, we're going to say, nah. That's not good. And then you'll have to do his programming on that guy. So let's pull to activate an enemy. Activate all wounded enemies. So this guy's going to activate. He will flip over to the defensive side. And we know he's going to want to attack my buddy. So we're not going to let that happen. So we're going to go ahead and menace him and figure out what the programming is. He's got a counterattack, which is fairly strong. He is different now. He's programming for 3 away. Attack twice with Winter's Bow. So Winter's Bow is a little stronger this time. It's 2 damage plus 3. So he gets up. And he hits with this and a lightning bolt, which is a critical. -1 health. And looks like 3 damage. I shield 2 and the 3rd. Now he attacks with Winter's Bow again. And looks like just 2 damage, which I absorb. Looks like these guys don't hit too hard unless you get really close to them. So that went over fairly well. It is now the cleric's turn, but if the cleric were to attack, he would end up I think a crit is a body condition. Removed his body condition. Okay, so the cleric is going to heal his buddy for 2 and remove a body condition, and this goes to 2. So I remove this, and I remove this. Oh, that's iffy. I guess I remove the stun. That's very iffy. So I removed the stun, I healed him, that was my free action. I really don't want to become the focus of the attack. What else can I do? I think I'm done. I don't do anything else because of fear of becoming the primary target. So all I did was cast a heal. That was really lame, but that's my turn. Alright, enemy encounters. Activate 2 enemies. So this guy's still in defensive stance. How does he go to off? In each time phase, flip him to offensive stance. And recharge 1 token. Retreat. Alright, so now what we're going to do is attack with Winter's Bow again, and we hope we don't get slowed. Okay, so he hits for 4, and he does get his Lightning Bolt, but he didn't get the other thing. Lightning Bolt's a critical. Take 2 damage. So he takes 2. Then he's got 4 coming in. So he shields 2. He shields the other 2. The boss attacks with Winter's Bow again. Do not be a slow. It's a slow. So that's annoying. And 4 damage. So I take 1. The tank's fairly good at tanking, but this is still a little bit disappointing. The event phase. Heroes and enemies cannot use their star effect. Oh, that's great. That's a good one. During the time phase, I get a heart back. Then, since I got a heart back, that guy gets a charge. During time phase, I get to flip my heal. And I get to rotate this. I get to flip this. I get to flip this. This guy gets his taunt back. Since he has his taunt back, I think we'll activate our Witch Hunter first. She's just going to keep pouring damage into this guy. So the Witch Hunter attacks. This guy's not a demon or anything. Let's just flip this to a 10. During time phase, flip him back to the other mode. Oh, nice. So, he's got his charge back. He's taken 10 damage, and we're going to do a lot more to him again. So we're going to focus the attack. We don't get to use any of that dominating stuff or any of our cool camaraderie or anything like that because our character's just locked down. Oh, I can't KO with the star. That does kind of suck. Something to keep in mind. Okay, I'm going to roll on this guy. And it looks like I got hit, hit, hit. He's going to let me re-roll both my blue dice. Nice. I'm going to do a ton of damage to him this turn. I get to KO him with the lightning bolts. I have 3, and I get to do an extra damage with a lightning bolt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage coming in at this guy. He doesn't get any defenses. He takes 9. That's ridiculous. I love it. 4, 5. The Witch Hunter's just a machine. She puts out ridiculous damage. And now the token's going to move over to her. But that's okay, because we're just going to taunt it right back off. And he's going to keep shooting with his bow, which is weak. I mean, it keeps stunning my guy and locking him down, but, you know, whatevs. So that happens, but now I'm going to use attack with my crossbow, make it inflict an extra damage, which is an action. I'm not sure I paid the action for it last time when I did that. And that goes to a timer of 2. So this attack, oh, because he's KO'd, yeah. It inflicts an extra lightning and an extra hit. So there's my 2 damage, my extra hit, and it has an extra lightning, which I can't use for anything because his armor's already gone. So 4 damage coming at the guy. He doesn't roll any defense, so he's going to take 4. 1 damage will make this a 10. Then we put it at a 3. My menace token goes up to a 2, I think, when you do damage to him. I need to double check. Okay, so yeah, it's time to activate the enemy. Wait, maybe we'll get no activation, and I'll just be able to put this guy down quick. Activate all blue enemies. Otherwise, all engaged enemies perform an attack with their offhand. So that's nobody. Since nobody's doing anything, I'd really like to clear that slow. So I think I'm going to activate my warrior. This might be a dumb move. But the next person to activate is going to be the warrior. The warrior is going to use an action to heal 4 and remove a body condition. So that's gone. I healed, and I get to remove a body condition. We'll remove this slow. So now I can do the rest of my turn. 1, 2, 3. It's on. So I have 1 action left. I'll use it for focus. My weapon does 1, and I'm focused. He counts as 1 when he's KO'd. So now I'm dominating, and I get to attack with 2 reds, 2 blues, and I just want to tell him, this is going to hurt. Alright, hit. Oh my gosh. That is a massive hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Star of the lightning. I get to attack again. I can't use the star, unfortunately. But lightning means I get to do another attack with this weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. He only gets 1 defense dice. Now he gets it. But he's taken 5. That's huge. This guy's almost dead. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my extra attack with it. This is gone because I'm not focused anymore, but who cares? I think the tank's going to drop this boss. 1, 2. I can't use the other thing. Can't use the lightnings. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. 5 damage coming in at him. He rolls 1 defense. He doesn't get anything. He's already at 28. Boom! He's dead. That was amazing. I'm really worried about a boss down the road. This boss could have gotten in melee and wrecked me. He didn't. I get 9 gems. That's amazing. So we have 9 gems. We get a treasure card. Tank or healer. Move up to 3 areas, ignoring restrictions. Seems kind of lame, but we'll give it to that guy because the mission's over. And we get 9 shards. I guess now we got to look at the end result of the mission. And after we do that, the end result of the mission, which is somewhere 710. Oh, this is a lot of text. All right, let's get ready for the lots of text. The fatal blow strikes the orc to the ground. The lifeless body immediately starts to burn with black fire, and soon the once powerful king is nothing but shards of bone. Agram exits the cave and points at the ashes. This is the will of our God. He waves his hand and dispels the illusion. I never opened that door. Where do you get the key? Let me make sure I did everything right. Sorry, let me back up. What was waypoint? Yeah, we walk in, blah, blah, blah. We kill the stuff, go to 7-4. 7-4, spawn gate, kill the purple guy. How do we get to waypoint 3? Maybe if we kill the red gremlin? Okay, time to keep moving. Sorry, I had to go back and look at some stuff. I was trying to figure out how we get to waypoint 3 because its door is locked, but I couldn't find it offhand, but I played through everything right. So let me go ahead and read the ending to you. The fatal blow strikes the orc to the ground. The lifeless body immediately starts to burn with black fire, and soon the once powerful king is nothing but shards of bone. Ogrim exits the caves and points to the ashes. This is the will of our God. He waves his hands and dispels the illusion, revealing the heroes in their true form. Wonder and rage spread through the other orcs, but Ogrim firmly speaks. No true king of the Fangs would have been defeated by people of inferior races. This creature was once our king, but dark and wicked powers corrupted his body and soul. The same powers blinded us all, as sorcery bends the souls of those humans in front of you. As sorcery binds the souls of these humans in front of you. A sorcery that forces them to find the source of this evil, which corrupted our king. For this reason, they are free to leave our camp and return to their city with our peace offering. It is peace that will last as long as the humans respect our land. Ogrim bids the heroes farewell with a few last words. Seek the evil that brought our king to his doom. Seek it among those who command you. Keep the weapon I gave you. It is a worthy token of our esteem, and accept these gifts as a farewell. When the heroes return to the city, they report to the guards and start looking for Jack Crow. He needs to answer so many questions, yet the scoundrel seems to have disappeared, and perhaps returning to the shadows he commands. The following morning, Captain Ann greets the heroes. From now on, no one will doubt your valor and loyalty. In the name of the guard and the citizens of the Twin Worms, I thank you, heroes. You will be honored guests at our feast to be held 33 moons from now at the Royal Palace. Honor and glory to you. Each hero gains 1 treasure and 1 bag. Okay, let's just take these 3. Bag, bag, bag. Alright, so we got bags and we get 3 treasures. Treasure, treasure, treasure. And I believe this is in range. I believe at the end of a mission we're allowed to pick up items. So I need to look that up. So I think we get to go access that item. So let me check, and then I'll start flipping bags and tokens. Enemies, ending a quest. Loot all tokens within the base movement of each surviving character. I think that counts as this. Alright, so I didn't fully read the sentence, but it should count for that. Let's go back. Alright. Loot all tokens and crowns. I'm going to say that counts the treasure. It's kind of iffy, but why wouldn't it? It's within 3. Why wouldn't he pick it up? Your next bow attack inflicts +1 and fire. You'll give that to her. Gain 100 coins immediately. Now, we get a bag, which is 10 coins. This person gets, once per round, your next weapon attack inflicts bash. I don't know that I really care about that one. I'll put it right there. The bag is 20 coins. This is a cool weapon. 1 die, 1 red, 2 blue, perform an extra attack with this weapon. It's a guardian blade. It's cool, but healers can't use it, so I'm not going to really keep that. And I believe we get to do Emporium. So let's go ahead and find out what this bag is. It's another 50. So when we go to the Emporium, let's go ahead and get rid of things we don't want. I don't want this. I don't want this. That's 50 gold. I don't need this weapon. This is a soul shard weapon, so I guess I'll keep it. Sooner or later it'll become powerful when that X gets higher. I'll get rid of this guardian blade. I'll get rid of these arrows. That's another 50. I'll get rid of this. That's 25. So we have a lot of gold. I need to unforge everything. Alright. And then I kind of just need to figure out what I want to do with all this money. I think I'm going to log everything, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get Act 2 stuff when we're doing those other little side quests. So I think I want to wait and see what it says before that quest, because if that's Act 2, I don't think it is. But when we won, it says we can proceed to Darkness Falls, Act 1 side quest, Arcane Portal, Act 1 side quest, or Darkness Fall, Darkness Falls, Act 2's quest. I think the Arcane Portal would be the way to go. But before we move on, we have 16 of these. We're going to pay for our warrior to level to 4, because he's a beast, and we want to get him a little bit stronger. So now, he gets another card. Let's find out what that card is. Critical blow, you can't get that because he's not evil. At the beginning of the turn, you do more damage, but take more damage. No. Your next melee attack inflicts a hit and minus armor. That's pretty awesome. We may go with that. Your next melee attack hits 2 enemies. That's great, but with our Demon Hunter, I don't think we need cleave right now. Your next attack, the next attack against you causes less damage. That's cool. You can blind people in your area. Let's find out what blind does to an enemy. A blinded enemy, if activated, must use its plus rule as normal by moving and using powers, but without performing any attack that requires line of sight. At the end of the activation, discard the token. One thing I messed up is Blood Rage. Each time this enemy suffers damage, it gains +1. until end of time phase. That would have made a little bit of difference, the blood rage that I missed, but that wouldn't have resulted in enough in killing the tank. He always attacked the tank, and the tank would have been healed by the healer, or he would have drank this potion. There was only 2 or 3 rounds that would have mattered to. I think 1 round he took a lot of damage. 2nd round I think we killed him. So that would have resulted in maybe a little bit more damage going in at him, but I would have healed him up. So when y'all play that, remember the blood rage. Each time he takes hit, he gains +1 until end of time phase. So I hit him twice that first round. There should have been 4 more damage defense rolls that this guy would need to make. He was nowhere near dead. But that could have mattered a little bit. I still had that heal ready. There's lots of things I could have done to counteract that. It's not worth replaying the fight. It still would have had the same results. Nobody would have died. And what I'm going to choose to buy is... your next melee attacks penetrates armor. So I'm going to get that attack that penetrates armor, because I think that would be useful. Alright. Thank y'all for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. There are a couple little mistakes along the way, but I don't think anything too big. Even that damage that I neglected to put on this guy was going to be insignificant. He wouldn't have powered through the armor. My guy had 12 life, -1. If any damage had stacked up on him, I would have healed him. But even with that, I still would have had enough to roll defense dice, so I don't think damage would have stacked up on him. So it really don't think it would have mattered at all. Alright, thank y'all for watching, and as soon as I can get access to Arcane Portal or Darkness Falls, we will start playing those. I'm going to check to see if Arcane Portal's online. Thanks again.